Week 1 of van life, done. We camped, cooked, drove a ton, and yep, spent more than we expected. Let's break down what our first week really looked like, money, mishaps, and all.
So our budget of $20,000 was kicked off really hard in the wallet by fuel. $193 over 608 Ks. It tickles. The food, on the other hand, $143. That did include $12 of chips and bread at one of the nice little campground cafes.
Now, when it comes to campgrounds, we spent a grand total of $0 as they were all free. Pretty proud of that one. But we did have to spend $44 for like tent pegs and stuff to just keep the van up. So in total last week we spent a total of $381.81, which is $31.81 excess.
Excess, yeah.
Here's what we're trying to do to save money.
So some of the things that we're looking at saving money is through a couple of different apps. So one of those apps is the 7-Eleven fuel app, where you're able to lock lower prices and go to any 7-Eleven and pay the lower price.
We've also been using WikiCamps, which has helped a lot in finding free campgrounds.
Yep, it's been very, very helpful. We've used it for literally every single spot we've stayed at. Yes.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Food.
Food. And for food, obviously, like I'm sure a lot of you guys are doing, we're trying to find as many specials as humanly possible when we do our weekly grocery shop.
But we're also trying to buy stuff that cost us not as much by the kilo. So for example, we're buying like 1 kilo of hummus and I think it's 5 kilos of carrots and we're gonna snack on it all week. It's like $10 all week for snacks. Because what was our weekly budget?
So we were looking at $350 a week.
Okay.
Which would last the 20K 13 months of traveling.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of traveling.
And that's without counting the activities, special activities, which last week we didn't do any.
That's true.
Yeah. So like here in Thompson Bridge, we can pay to do the little train thing, which is adorable, but it's $40 per person for 40 minutes. Yeah, and also I think that what we're going to try for the next weeks is like every Wednesday, we're gonna review all of our spendings for the week.
Yeah.
So, is van life what I expected? No, not really.
Okay. Really?
The first week was really hard for me because I was like, okay, we're doing it, then now what? I guess I got to question myself as what's the importance of work for me? Because this is it's not just a holiday. It is going to be a lifestyle and I understand it, and I think easing into it's going to be more difficult than I thought. What about you?
I think for me, part of it was what I expected. Like doing things a bit rough, forgetting stuff, learning on the job, as it were. Yeah, I think overall, it's sort of on par because I had a sense there was going to be a lot of uncertainty. I guess part of it is tricky because I'm also studying.
Yeah. Budget-wise, is it what you expected?
Like, I knew that the van did 10 litres per 100 Ks, but feeling it in the wallet when we're traveling so often, it's like, oh my goodness, I've just refilled this tank twice today.
Yeah, hopefully this is not going to happen often. The freedom is what I expected.
Yeah.
I think I can start feeling the freedom. Just, am I used to it? No, but it is what I expected. We thought of maybe doing that for a whole year. And I told Hayden, I don't think we can make it a whole year. I don't think so.
I think we can.
Okay.
I think we can.
At the current rate, I don't think we can.
Well,
Unless we find jobs on the road.
that's
Yeah.
that's how we're going to be able to make it, I think. Because there's a couple of options, like going north and even towards, circumnavigating Australia. There's a couple of things we could.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm really excited for what's to come. I'm really scared as well, but I think it's going to be such a great adventure to know the world. Well, to know Australia, but to know ourselves as well. If you're curious about van life on a tight budget, subscribe and follow our $20,000 road trip. We'll show you what's real, what's worth it, and where it all takes us. Drop your money saving tips or questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you up in the next video. Bye bye.